The last call was in, the papers were signed, and the police party was officially over. Sergeant Beth Summers stood in the precinct interrogation room, the fluorescent light harsh on the steel table. The man she'd just hauled in, a whirlwind of arrogant charm and expensive fabric, was seated across from her. "What the—" Kurt Jimmy, or whatever his name was, tilted his head, his gaze sweeping over her dark blue uniform with an irritatingly appreciative smirk. He leaned forward, his voice a low, teasing rumble. "Custom looks start to look real. I like that. So, you ready for our arrest?" Beth's spine was a rod of unyielding iron. She slapped a pair of handcuffs on the table. "Yes, I'm ready. You under arrest. Do you know your rights?" He chuckled, a sound that grated on her nerves. "Don't overreact. Take off the uniform. Let's start the show." Her temper, usually ice-cold, flared. "You get dressed, showman, now." His smile faltered, replaced by a flicker of genuine shock. Wait, are you a real cop?" "Bingo. Sergeant Beth Summers." He sighed, the theatrical act dropping for a moment. "Kurt Jimmy." He pulled a thick clip of cash from his jacket pocket and slid it across the table. "Oh, okay. Moment. Take it. I know what pennies they pay you." Beth didn't even glance at the money. "Bribe an officer, 7 to 15 years. The door burst open and a flustered man in a pressed suit rushed in. "He's a surgeon!" Kurt threw his hands up in mock surrender. "Just joking." He snapped his fingers at the suited man. "The towel, please." He focused on Beth again, his expression shifting to something dangerously smooth. "But still, maybe we can work something out." She grabbed the handcuffs. "You are detained for disrespecting an officer." He stood up, his height dominating the small room. "You'll regret this. You don't know who I am." The door slammed open again, and Captain Drake, Beth's commanding officer, stormed in, his face thunderous. "What the— Sir? I detained a public disturbance perpetrator. Showed disrespect for an officer. And, Beth started to explain, but the captain only looked at the stunned patrol officers peeking through the glass. "What are you staring at, smackers? Pick up your jaws and get out of here on patrol," he roared. "Good job, Summers," the captain said, his tone flat. "Thank you, sir. I'll process this jerk now and then send him to the cell." "Wait, take off his cuffs." "What?" Beth stared at him. "He's an officer just like you. But I've never seen him here." "Because he's my son." Beth's mind went blank. The billionaire bad boy, Kurt Jimmy, was Nick Drake. She looked at the captain, then at Nick, who was now grinning again, the arrogance doubled by his unexpected immunity. "What are you staring at? Follow the order." Beth slowly unlocked the handcuffs. She met Nick's smug gaze with a promise. "I'll make his life hell without that jail cell. You have my word." The ultimate ultimatum. Nick rubbed his wrists and leaned against the table, completely unrepentant. "Let me guess. You'll teach me a lesson. You'll make us work together. Right." "Wrong." Captain Drake's eyes were cold steel. "I'll make you get married." "No!" Nick bellowed. "Hey, I'd rather go to jail. Okay." The captain was relentless. "You'll play a rich man at this jewelry auction, and you his wife." "What?" Beth was horrified. "Sir, I think this is a bad idea." "Yeah, sir. Listen, it's a—" Nick protested. "And no divorce is allowed until you catch the thief. Nobody will believe that she's my wife. She has a sign on her forehead. Cheap NYPD property." Beth flinched, the casual cruelty of the insult stinging more than any threat. "I didn't work with him," she snapped. "Enough! She's the best cop in this department, and you seem to be the best actor playing this rich jerk. This rubber cop never even wore a dress." "I catch criminals. I don't strut around in dresses, idiot." Beth glared at Nick, who was trying to stifle a laugh. "It's an order, Nick. You must become her fairy godmother, and you have to follow her orders." "Oh, come on, Dad. Refuse. No family fortune." The captain turned to Beth. And if you can't handle it, you lose your job. The unexpected transformation. Beth was dragged into Nick's opulent penthouse, a world away from her functional apartment. She stood in front of a mirror, dressed in an atrocious, frumpy gown Nick had picked out as a joke. But I couldn't imagine he would break and change me completely. What is this nightmare? I look like a cabinet, she muttered, despairing. Yeah, you're right, Nick agreed, snatching a pair of shears. With a dramatic snip, he sliced the dress into an edgy, asymmetrical piece. Woo! That's better. Are you insane? I'm not your toy. Who let you do that? My father, he replied with his infuriating smirk. He gestured to a world-class stylist and makeup artist. Okay, sweetie, make something resembling a woman out of this fashion disaster. Go to hell, Nick. I won't go along with this. Beth pulled out her phone, her eyes gleaming with a counterplan. Hey, I have a plan B. How to get rid of each other. I'll call Daddy and say you can handle the simplest task. Let them send the replacement. Hey, not a big deal. Just lose everything. Nick's smile vanished. He slowly walked over and took the phone from her hand, his eyes unreadable. Good choice. Okay, sweetheart, let's not disturb her while she changes, though seems that only miracle can save her. Beth walked into the dressing room. I've heard this all my life. Not feminine, not pretty, not enough. Like I'm a mistake that needs to be fixed. Maybe I really am nobody, but maybe I've had enough. She wasn't changing for Nick, but for herself. I didn't want to change for Nick, but I'm tired of feeling not enough. Nick's about to see who he underestimated. She stepped out. She was breathtaking, sleek, sharp, and radiating a powerful, cool confidence. Summers, what? Holy moly! Nick's jaw was practically on the floor. She walked toward him, a new sway in her step. Can you help me? Nick stared. You're free to go. I'll take it from here. He dismissed the stylists. Yes. Can I play Mrs. Drake now? You sure know how to surprise, Summers. You have no idea what else I'm capable of. Beth moved fast, closing the distance, grabbing his phone and snapping a tight, intimate selfie. Hey, what? And now I'll send this photo to your daddy and say that you started harassing me because you get too in your character. You wouldn't dare. Why? As you said, no big deal. You just lose everything. His composure broke. He grabbed her arm, his face twisted with genuine rage. I'll destroy you. You are nothing. Without your daddy, you wouldn't even make it as a traffic cop. What? What? Beth shook off his hand, her own anger a cold wall against his vitriol. The rags of a former life back at her modest apartment, she found the front door open. I'm throwing out all your things, her ex-husband Carl sneered, tossing boxes onto the sidewalk. Nick, playing the role of the protective new husband, followed her in. Beth grabbed a small worn box. Who's this from? Nick asked. From my husband, ex-husband. I couldn't stop crying because my husband left me this morning. She was using her cover story, but the pain felt real. You gotta give me money for that, babe, now. Carl scoffed. No way, not a cent. Then how will you pay? Beth didn't wait for his answer. She lunged at Nick and kissed him, a furious, desperate press of lips that had nothing to do with their mission. With my lips. Nick pulled back, his eyes dark. I love those rough games of yours. Well, me too. Let's go before my husband sees us, Beth whispered, pulling him away. As they drove off, a patrol car swerved up to her building. Hands up, face the car. Carl was being detained, likely for the public disturbance. Nick looked at Beth, his voice dripping with disgust. It's your fault, Beth. What? Look at yourself. You don't even look like a woman, a brood, a robot. Run up to your mission service, dog. He threw her past self back in her face. You never showed that I'm bitter to you. That's not true. Come on, 23 Madison Row. Noise complaint at a party? Summers, you're closest. The police radio cut through their argument. I'll be back and then I'll deal with you, Nick snapped, driving off. Beth looked at the pile of her things. He like you thinks I'm worthless. He threw me out of the house. Monk with my things. She was fully submerged in the character's pain. Nick reappeared. Hey, where are we going? We have a mission. Dressed up for me. What a waste of time. You threw out all my things. No, not all of them. Kept the expensive jewelry that I gave you. It's just a trash. He dismissed her memories with a wave. We were together 5 years, right? I forgot something. Everything I had is gone. All that's left is pain and emptiness where meaning used to be. Are we done? Let's go. No, I'm not participating in this circus. Summers, we have a mission. Call your daddy. Let's find him another puppet. I need gathering my things. She reached for the battered box. Hey, listen to me, listen. I don't give a damn about your rags, okay? And I don't give a damn about you. I lost everything. My marriage, my home, my life. This box is all I have. He grabbed the box. I'm taking your junk. What? Stop me! He held the box out of her reach, his voice dropping to a rare, serious tone. Hey, this is all that's available for me. The most available thing is you, Beth. Let go of the past and start living. Only you know who you really are. No. She shook her head, tears blurring her vision. Watch out! Nick shoved her hard just as a truck barreled around the corner. He stood over her, his chest heaving. Are you okay? You not hurt? You saved me. Yes, he admitted, looking at the broken box and scattered items. But not your stuff. I'm sorry. I really am. Beth stared at the wreckage. Only when you stare death in the face do you realize you truly want to live. I guess it really is time to let all this go. Past is over, thank you for saving me. But I had no idea that tomorrow I'd be saving his life. The diamond thief. At the elite auction, Beth, playing Amelia Drake, made a high-stakes bid. $1 million sold to the lady in a hat. What are you doing? She whispered to Nick. You're Amelia's wife right now. You got to shine for real, and orders from the old man. And what am I supposed to do now? Let me do this. Nick spun her around and kissed her, a dramatic, show-stopping kiss designed for an audience. What are you doing? She asked, breathless. Just want everyone to believe we're a couple. There wasn't anyone around. Guess we have to do this again. Really? I suspect that you just like kissing me. Don't flatter yourself, Summers. Admit it. You've seen me much more than a surgeon's uniform. That's nonsense, Summers. I knew that behind the new facade, you're the same. Don't forget, we're just playing the role. Go do your job. Mexico, $1 million. Beth countered his bid. Admit you wanted to kiss me. I could have any woman. I wanted her. Why would I need you? Twice. But you're looking at me. Salt. He tossed salt over his shoulder. Applause. Next, you shouldn't pay aloud for angels, Beth said, deliberately loud for the sake of their cover. Clown. Both know you're helpless. Oh, I wasn't talking to you. Beth spotted Carl in the crowd. Mister, can you pass the martini? Carl, what are you doing here? Looking good. Now you're stalking me. What's the charge for that? What? No, I'm working. Beth, who are you talking to? Nick approached. Applause. To keep Carl from blowing her cover, Beth grabbed the martini and dumped it over Nick's head. What? What are you doing? Why did you do that? Nick spluttered. Just felt like it. Why are you mocking me? I'll never forgive you. Fine, whatever. Bye. Beth walked away. Nick shook his head, looking after her. That's not what you think. You're no super cop. You're just pathetic little housewife still running errands for a toxic husband. That's not true. You are the one playing cop, and you can't even see the obvious. You are unprofessional one. Beth stared at him. What I really don't see is the diamond on your neck. Where is it, Beth? Beth touched her neck. It was gone. His kiss. He took them off. Congress. Case solved. Your husband is the trouble thief. Carl tried to run. There he is. Hey, stop. Don't move. So that's why he always gave me jewelry. He was stealing it. And me, his cop wife, was the perfect cover. Oh, wait, I can't keep up. Damn it, I'll get it. Nick took off after Carl. Nick tackled Carl in the parking garage. Let her go and fight like a man. Watch out! Beth screamed as Carl pulled a gun. Please! Carl looked at Beth one last time. I lived a terrible life, but once I was a real cop. Don't say it. You were the best part of me. Nick was fighting Carl for the gun. I always thought that hatred and love were complete opposites, and I was sure that there could be nothing between us except contempt. I honestly believed he was the worst person I had ever met. What the? Ready for? You get dressed, man, now. Wait. Are you a real cop? Nobody will believe that she's my wife. She has a sign on her forehead, cheap NYPD property. Call Daddy and say you can handle the simplest task. Let them send the replacement. But fate, it seems, had other plans for me. Step by step, I saw that something else was hidden behind that armor of rudeness, something that was so sincere. Are you okay? You not hurt? You saved me. Yes, but not to your stuff. I'm sorry. I really am. I noticed how his eyes became soft when he thought about something important to him. And then I realized that my feelings for him were not hate. It was something much stronger. It was love that was born where I least expected it, in the very heart of my hatred. And now I'm afraid that I can lose him forever. The gun went off. And I want to see it! Beth lunged. Nick, do you hear me? Don't believe me? Please, that's my son. Save him. Don't leave me, please. Captain Drake rushed in. Sir, your son has a scratch. This is what saved him. Beth pointed to the heavy gold watch Nick was wearing. What? Nick looked at her, his usual arrogance replaced by something vulnerable. You really do kiss me, isn't it? You bastard. I hate you. She grabbed his face and kissed him with everything she had. Hey, are you insane? You just failed the mission. Call me into the office now, Captain Drake yelled. Beth walked to the captain. I think I'm out of the job, and you're out of the money. Nick walked up to her, putting his hand gently on her shoulder. I'm not a bad actor, but the most available thing is we're together. He pointed to a tear in her designer jacket. Wait, you messed up a jacket. Beth smiled, a genuine, joyful smile. I spent my whole life saving others, but love ended up saving me because it's the most precious treasure I've got.